We go through this every year. You know perfectly well what holiday it is.
Okay. Happy Halloween, everybody. Whoopee.
Row 18, plot 20.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. The Halloween shenanigans continues, and I wouldn't be doing myself or the channel justice if I didn't bring at least one Ouija movie to the shenanigans. So Tubi has, and Peacock actually, a new 2023 Ouija movie called Ouija Witch. This movie stars Sean Young, Miley Rose, and Jeremy Dean. It was written by Kyle Carvin, John Doolin, and Robert Michael Ryan, and it was directed by Robert Michael Ryan. So he co-wrote and directed. This is a horror film, obviously. Payback's a witch. I love that tagline. The brutal assault of a young woman sends her to a mysterious shopkeeper who summons the spirit of an evil witch to visit revenge on the attackers. So Sean Young plays the shopkeeper, and it was very cool to see her in a movie. Her actual name is Lilith in the movie. And it's a pretty basic movie when it comes to like Ouija and witch type storylines. So we have a really fun opening sequence where we have a nice old looking Ouija board being used by a couple of teen girls, and they decide to summon the Mary Blackwood witch, which also is witches. Mary Blackwood, it's like the urban legend witch of the Salem, I guess, because this is taking place in Salem, but it was actually filmed only 3 hours away from me in Oneonta, New York. And so I did a little research, and there's like a whole bunch of horror movies and indie films that were filmed like only 3 hours away. So keep an eye on the channel for the future. I may be taking a road trip and seeing what's going on down there in Oneonta. So yeah, this was actually a pretty good movie. I was pretty into this. It's indie film. Miley Rose is played by Sarah Byrne, and she's like the main protagonist, and she there's some family drama going on, and she comes back home and she's working at a bar, and there's bully type stuff, and that's where she kind of gets in contact with this shopkeeper. It's one of those movies where like the victim of a rape or a crime or something inadvertently wishes to have something happen to the attackers, and then slowly things start happening, but then it all culminates at the end where like the victim also now has to deal with whatever it was that was summoned, being like Wishmaster, or in this case this witch. I enjoyed the story. It's pretty basically, but I'm a sucker for these kind of movies. It has only a 4.8 star rating on IMDb right now. It came out July 4th, actually, so it's been out for a few months, so probably that's about where it's going to settle out. It's an hour and 30 minutes long. Again, you can find this on Tubi for free, and if you have the Peacock, you can get it there as well, which is where I watched it, so I could see what other movies were available. I did make one note that there is even a scene of a drunk girl pissing in the woods. She's squatting up against a tree, taking a piss. So if that's a thing that you like to see in a movie, this not only has like a witch with some good effects. I thought some of the practical effects and some of the makeup was really cool. You also get a drunk girl pissing in the woods. You can't go wrong with this movie. I'm a fan of witch movies that take place in Salem. They always try to like weave in some history. I don't think I mentioned that the two girls that summon the witch, that takes place kind of like years ago, and then it turns to present day, kind of a deal. Um, so it almost feels like two different movies, somewhat like the two girls. It's like the two babysitters, two teen girls, kind of doing a sleepover, trying to scare each other, do the Ouija board, and then a boy shows up, and it's that whole cliche thing. But I say cliche in a positive manner because I do enjoy that myself. This is an ITN film. Also, if you keep score for that kind of stuff, I don't know the difference personally, but I know there are people that do like to know that. So yeah, if you're looking forward or if you're interested in seeing Sean Young in a role, and she's a little devious in this, and it's kind of sexy for her advanced age at this point, but not entirely unattractive. And if you need a witch movie or a Ouija movie to round out your Halloween month, then check this out. And let me know in the comments down below what you think of Ouija Witch.